Okay, good afternoon to one and all. Myself Naib Dada, I am from Government Polytechnic Nellore. Today I am going to give about a little description about the mechanics. What is meant by mechanics? Mechanics is actually a branch of physics which deals about the bodies which are in state of rest or in the state of motion. And what are the laws of mechanics that we have to apply? There are 4 types or 5 types of the laws. First one we can Newton's first law, second law, third law, and Newton's force of gravitation, law of transmissibility, and parallelogram law of forces. What is meant by Newton's first law? According to Newton's first law, a body will be in a state of rest or in a state of motion unless an external force is acted upon it. Now what is meant by Newton's second law? According to Newton's second law, it is mentioned that it is a rate of change of momentum is equals to the external force acting on it and will continue in the same direction the force is acting. And coming to Newton's third law, the rate of the force is equal and opposite direction. The force acts equal in opposite direction. And coming to Newton's law of gravitation, the two bodies has an equal attraction is directly proportional to the masses and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Coming to law of transmissibility, without changing the force of direction, we can replace the force without changing the direction, so that there will not be any change in the external force. Now coming to law of parallelogram law of forces, when two sides of a parallelogram are represented by the two sides of a parallelogram, the resultant is represented by the diagonal of a parallelogram. These and the application of these laws to the mechanics is known as engineering mechanics. What is meant by how the engineering mechanics has been classified? Engineering mechanics has been classified into mechanics of solids, mechanics of fluids. Coming to mechanics of solids, this is again classified into 2 types. One is mechanics of rigid bodies, mechanics of deformed bodies. In mechanics of rigid bodies, again it has been classified into 2 types. One is statics, other is dynamics. In dynamics, it is again classified into kinematics and kinetics. Coming to kinematics, it is just nothing but explaining about the state of motion of a body without considering the external force acting on it. But coming to kinetics, it is a state of motion of a body with considering the forces acting on the body. In short, we can mention mechanics is a very important part in your life, and we are applying in day-to-day life the mechanics. Thank you, one and all.